All right, so what is my technical session? Let me start with, let's share my screen first. So there are things there are two things which we are going to see now. First, how to read a JSON file. So I have a JSON file. So here is my JSON. For people, it is not visible. It is looking very small number. Don't worry, even for me also it is not visible in a great way. This is some 4 MB file, and let me open it. So this is a JSON. Let me convert. Let me beautify it for you to understand. Okay, this being a little long file, it is not showing up. It is taking time. Yeah. So this got converted. Now, if you can see, this is a file which is running into, it is an 8 MB file running into some 87,000 records. Yeah. So it's okay. Now, if you get files like this, or you download your GSTR 1, 2A, 2B JSON files, how do I work with a JSON file? Pretty simple. Again, everything comes with a cost. If you are using pirated version of Excel, don't ask me. If you are using Office 365 or Excel, Microsoft Office 365 or 2016 and above versions, this facility is there. You go to your data. Please watch this carefully. You go to your data section. Under data, you have this get data. You hit on this get data. You can read the data from a file. And I'm saying, okay, read from a JSON file. And I'm just navigating and opening the JSON file. So today, the data exchange between the systems is very good. So what you are seeing is okay. Let me again close the Excel and do it from, because this, I think the system settings were. So let me import the file, go to data, get data from file, from JSON. You click on that, then this opens Power Query. And those who have been attending sessions of ours regularly, every time we have seen many Power Query sessions by now. So by now you understand Power Query is much powerful than a macros. And this is an M language, which M script, which the Microsoft has introduced. So it is connecting and it is trying to read the JSON data. And yeah, now this is better, beautiful to my eyes also. So the data has come and it said, okay, you have a GST number, B2B list is there. So I see, okay, what list is there? I can open and say, it says these are all records. So you can say, okay, what records? You can see each record is there as B2B, everything. And the point you are looking at is you want to have this records, the B2B or B2C records. You want this into an Excel file. So this data can be just converted into Excel file in one go. It loads the data and converts it into record. So this is a record system. You say convert into table. On the left side, you can see on the left side of the screen, it is saying that convert into table. I'll say yes, convert it into a table. And it is asking, is there any delimiter, anything? You say, I don't know. If you have any error, show the errors are errors. It automatically converted the data into table. You can now see this as records. And for someone of you are seeing for the first time, it might sound even more complicated. So it is showing the records, and the way the JSON structure is, it is like a nested. So automatically expand it to your newer rows. You convert everything into the columns. All the columns are loaded. Like you have list, right? Item 1, item 2, item 3, all the list is there. You can say you expand it. Now I have many, I think this is an 8 MB file, right? So you have all the data which is coming, and you can see all the values, columns, which is invoice number. You have the e-invoice data. All the information is available here. The item number and the item details. Even the item details, if you have sold multiple items, you have sold dal, sugar, whatever be the items that you have sold, all the information you can see. I'll only click one button called close and load to. So boom, that's all is actually required. That's all required for converting a JSON file into an Excel file. You don't need to find out whatever is. Now, after coming this, you can make your change. This is column. You can just say column 1, you properly remove it. So you have the supplier name, supplier number, how many line items are there in it, what is the invoice line item value, invoice total, IRN, all the invoice number, all these values available, whether invoice is generated, not generated, it's just a click of a button. How many records? 9,000 records were there, 9,000 invoices in a month. It just got generated into one simple file, right? That is the power of automation. Just to repeat, I'll say go to data, get data from file, from JSON. Pick the JSON, boom, you're done. All right.